Advice on getting back with an ex. Don't. Hey guys, my name is Maddie.
My name is Gracie.
And today we're going to be filming a video that I've already talked about like a million times, but I haven't filmed. I asked you guys like a long time ago to ask me for advice on my Instagram, and I also added like an anonymous link. So we're gonna give you guys advice whether you want it or not, but I'm assuming that you want it because you asked us for it, so we're going to provide. We're going to do the Instagram ones first so I can see y'all's usernames, but I'm not going to expose you, don't worry. Okay, so the first one is, what do girls like in a guy?
It depends on the girl.
It does depend on the girl. I feel like all girls like honesty, vulnerability, kindness, curly hair.
Are we talking about all girls or you?
Both.
Like, genuine? I don't know if that sounds like cheesy, but not like tough guy around his friends, like consistent all the way around. Like, I don't like it when a guy treats me differently in front of his friends and then he's like all sweet and we're like just us.
That's so true. I hate when guys do that. How do you know a boy is the right one for you? I don't know if you can. I really don't think you can. Like,
yeah, because I think that
I guess you just pray about it.
Emotions like cloud your judgment. So if
no,
you just
that's
think
facts.
he's super cute, you're like, we're gonna get married, but he could be
a serial killer
or
that. But like, I don't know. I don't think you know unless you pray about it.
I mean, I feel like you'll just have a peace about it. Like, if you're supposed to be with somebody, you won't be anxious or like wondering what they're doing all the time because you'll like trust them.
Yeah, that's true. And also, like, if the guy that you like isn't the one that you end up with, just know that there's somebody better coming around. How do you be productive for school and get good grades?
Do your homework.
I don't really know. I honestly really struggle with this.
Yeah,
do the assignments that you think are stupid, because like if you bomb a test, like if you have a really good homework percentage, you know what I mean? Like doing the stupid stuff like actually helps like boost your grade.
Also putting your phone up.
Oh, that's facts. Like putting your phone across the room while you're doing your homework.
Or in a different room, honestly. Like,
that's true.
If you're on your phone, you're not gonna get anything done. You're gonna fall into the scroll hole.
And like, I always go to coffee shops. Like I'm always at Brakeman's, or like sometimes I do my homework at Whole Foods just because the environment is so like clean. Ignore me. It's actually a great studying place, but I go there and I feel like getting out of the house and like, cause I've heard that like doing homework in your bed like actually affects your sleep. Because it's like your brain is like, this is where I sleep, so like it can't focus on homework.
So much.
Yeah, no, but it's true. How do you deal with friends growing apart? I think you just kind of deal with it.
Well, like if they're your real friend, like it'll work out. Like you'll come back together, but you can see like friends' true colors when they grow apart. I think like if you like have a bad bump in a friendship, it's how like the other person really handles it that shows you if like they were actually like your friend, you know?
And it's honestly like, this is so common. Like don't stress out about like one friendship kind of falling apart, because that's life and you're not always gonna be friends with everybody, and sometimes people just grow apart through time and through maturity. Me and Gracie have been friends though since junior kindergarten, so we haven't grown apart and we don't plan on it, so
we plan on it. Do you feel scared driving because you are a bad driver?
Crystal Hofgaida, I hate you.
You said you would expose me.
Yeah, but I'm gonna expose Crystal Hofgaida. How do I get over the fear of being vulnerable? We love a person who asked this. I would honestly just say, like, know that you don't need other people to accept you. Like, you shouldn't, like, place all of your worth, your self-worth in other people's acceptance of you and, like, how their standards are. Like, do you know? No. Remember that, like, God is the one who holds your worth, and, like...
And also, like, people like you better when you're vulnerable.
That's so true. Like
I would rather have somebody tell me, like, that they aren't doing great or like just be themselves than put on like a face.
That's so true.
How do I successfully transition from middle school to high school? Don't be scared because you're a freshman, because when I was a freshman I was friends with all the upperclassmen and they really aren't like as scary as you think. Like
nobody's out to get you.
Nobody's gonna shove you in a locker.
Like we're seniors.
It's in love.
We're seniors and we're not mean, so that is like proof that they're like all seniors aren't like bullies. And I also think that when I came into high school I was like, oh, everybody's out to get me, like all the seniors are gonna make fun of me, but like in reality, they do not care.
And also, don't try to act older than you are.
Oh, that's so true. Don't grow up
too fast, because like you just look dumb.
Yeah, like don't do stuff just because like all the upperclassmen are doing it. Like let yourself enjoy like being young and not being able to drive, and like don't feel embarrassed about that kind of stuff. Still try and go to dances and like have fun while your mom drives you to said dances. I don't know. What are some must-know things when applying to college?
I don't know how to answer this question.
Honestly, I feel like for me, like, don't have a #1 school because...
Yeah, when you get rejected by them on a Thursday night at 7 p.m., it's gonna hurt.
And I also feel like when you like set all your hopes in one singular school, like it's just really hard if you do get rejected. If you don't, obviously it's not hard, but like try and set an even playing field for yourself by applying to multiple different schools that you like all the same, but visit all of them before you apply, because you don't want to apply to like 3 schools and only get into one and like not have visited it and been like, well, that's where I'm going.
Also, like, if a door shuts, it's for a reason.
Oh yeah.
Like, I got denied from a school that I thought was my dream school, and now I'm actually going to like my dream school.
Yeah. So it all works out in the end. You just have to pray about it. How do you get over someone that you're constantly with? Don't be constantly with them. If you're constantly with them, then you're gonna obviously still like them.
I think this is after the fact. Honestly, and it isn't even petty if you do this, block them on social media. Like, not to prove a point to them, but to like protect you. Because like the more access you give yourself, the more you're gonna like look. Because that's the problem with social media, is you can always see what people are up to. Don't read into things, and don't blame yourself. And honestly, like, time and like spending it with friends, like don't let yourself be alone that much.
I think that there's nothing petty about blocking somebody. I'm like the queen of blocking and I like fully support it, but I also think that if you don't want to go as far as like blocking somebody, you don't have to unfollow them either. You can just mute their posts so they don't come up on your timeline, and like, I don't know, just like kind of like exit their private stories or like exit their Finstas, unfollow those, because obviously you're gonna see like updates on their life that might make you like them more or like remind you of them, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and even if it's not like a romantic relationship, like that's still like a good thing to do.
Yeah.
So, and don't like, I don't know, don't try to be friends right after the fact, because you don't want to be friends.
And also, if you can't help being with them, because I know I said like don't be with them, like if they just go to your school and you're just always seeing them, the unfollowing or muting thing is really applicable. But yeah, a good like 1/4 of the questions that I got were how to be confident or how to not compare yourself to others. This is obviously like a struggle for everybody. I think regardless of who you are, how beautiful or how kind or how amazing you are, like everybody has trouble with confidence, because once again, social media allows you to compare yourself to other people. Honestly, I unfollow people who make me feel bad about myself. Like if I see like an Instagram model and I'm like, she's so pretty, why am I not her? As soon as that thought comes into my head, I'm like, unfollow. Like if somebody's account is giving me like negative feelings about myself, unhappy, if anything is like altering your happiness,
these birds
do not.
Are going so slow.
Bruh.
Also, just like, if you feel like people are looking at you and noticing little things about you, I promise, like, it's just you. Like, this sounds bad, but everybody's so absorbed in themselves that they like probably aren't paying attention to like if you have a zit on your forehead. That's
so true. Like, I remember freshman year, I like thought that I had like horrible skin, and you didn't. Well, I was on like prescription stuff at some point, but like at the beginning of it, before I got on any of that, like I was like, everybody's looking at me, everybody sees this pimple. Nobody saw that pimple, so nobody was like noticing it. Nobody saw the pimple. But yeah, like a lot of the things that you think are the end of the world are not the end of the world, and I promise nobody really cares as much as you care.
How did you figure out who you wanted to be and who your true friends were? I honestly like found out who I wanted to be through a lot of hard times in my life. Like a lot of like the lowest points in my life actually like made me who I am and stuff.
That's so true.
And friendship wise, I guess it's just
your
like,
morals,
but also like who my real friends are is like, like, you know, my one friend who like, it doesn't matter how long it's been since I've seen her, like we always like pick up, and that's like how we are. It's like unconditional love, I guess, like, and people who will tell you, like, when you're wrong, like, people who, like, actually have in-depth conversations with you.
That's so true. And, like, I think everybody is still kind of figuring out who they are on some scale or another. Like, I think you could be, like, 70 years old and still adding new parts of your personality, or still adding new, like, things about yourself every day. Like, I think everybody changes, but I also think that you figure out who you are once you decide what's right and what's wrong and your moral values, and that kind of shapes everything. Okay, now we're gonna do the anonymous ones. So this one says, how would you say you keep strong with your faith through life struggles, whether it be in your personal life or with things you see in the outside world? Do you truly feel a connection with God, or do you feel like he is there but with a certain distance? I would say that life struggles definitely make it hard on your faith, because you're like, God, if you're real, then why are you allowing this to happen to me? But I also believe that they make your faith stronger, because through it you come closer to God through, like, prayer. Like, if you're going through something really hard, then you pray about it, and then...
And it honestly can end up being good for you, like something like losing somebody, like, or having somebody, like, walk out of your life, or, like, a breakup. Like, it can honestly be, like, God saying, like, I don't want you, like, in contact with them. Like, they're not good for you, you know?
Definitely. I think that everything makes you stronger in one sense or another, and I think that your faith also applies in that way. And I do think that there is a connection that we have with God, and I don't think that he's distant. I think he's, like, everywhere, and I think he lives inside my heart. So this one says, there's this boy that I have a crush on, but it's weird because sometimes the conversations really flow, and other times I feel like I have to try hard to get his attention. What should I do about when I have to try hard, and also just give some advice on crushes in general, because they can be very exhausting and confusing and hard. Thank you.
I got this. Okay, if you have to try that hard, don't.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing. I have, like, an older brother, and I'm really close with him, and I asked him, like, a few years ago, how do I know if a boy likes me? And he was like, you will know. If you think about it, like, if you like somebody, like, you like this boy, you're obviously gonna make it known and, like, put in the effort. Like, you know, like, it's not, like, girls, I think, sometimes have, like, a guessing game in their head, and they try to, like, read into things too much. If a boy likes you, you will know. If you have to work for it, it's just, like, gonna boost his ego, and
that's big, like, facts.
And he doesn't need that. You need somebody who pursues you actively, and it's not like they have to do all the work, but it should be, like, definitely, like, equal efforts and stuff. Like, you shouldn't feel stressed out by somebody that you like.
Also, like, if he's being inconsistent about the way that he talks to you, like, when you're talking and not dating, what makes you think that he's gonna be super consistent when you date, if that ever happens?
Yeah.
So I feel like you should drop him. Thank you, next. How do you know when you love someone? I honestly, okay, I was talking to Gracie about this today, but I honestly think that love is when you want somebody to
be happy without, even if it doesn't include you.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like, if seeing somebody sad makes you sad, and if you'd rather be sad so that they can be happy, then that's love.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
And I mean, like, of course, like, you will be sad, but it's like, I don't know, I feel like it's love, like, I don't know how to explain this. In high school, I feel like it's just, like, having, like, a friend. Like, it shouldn't be, like, all, your relationship shouldn't be all, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it should be, like, you should have, like, in-depth conversations, and they should genuinely, like, be your friend, you know?
Be your best friend.
Yeah.
And I think that love is not, like, you can't explain it in, like, however long that this clip is going to be, but I think that it's essentially sacrificing, you know what I mean? Like, sacrificing
and,
your
like,
time.
You shouldn't have to guess if somebody loves you. Like, they'll show you first with their actions before they say it with words.
Definitely.
How do you get out of the friend zone? Not sure anyone knows this answer.
I honestly think that if a guy is keeping you in the friend zone, you're gonna stay in the friend zone.
Don't.
Like, guys are so upfront. Like, they should tell you.
Girls are too, is the thing. Like, people, like, just try to read into things. Like, well, he said this, but I think he meant that. Well, she did this, but
he commented a hard eyes. That means that he wants to be my boyfriend. No. He will tell you if he wants to be with you. He will man up and, like, tell you if he wants to be your boyfriend.
And the other question, like, if a guy wants to be with you or if a girl wants to be with you, they will. Like, they aren't.
It will happen.
Like, don't let, like, little glimmers of hope make you think that they like you. Like, don't search for them liking you. Like, if they like you, you'll know.
So there's this guy who's been in my life for a couple months, but recently he's been really rude and just says how annoying and clingy I am. And I really like him, but people have been telling me that I deserve better.
Because you do.
You do deserve better. Like, if somebody you care about is calling you annoying, that is the sign to not care about them anymore.
And like, I used to be somebody who was like the chase of things and like getting the guy and stuff, but like, it's so much better when somebody just like actively pursues you.
Oh my gosh, and that's how it's supposed to be, and that's how like a godly love is.
Yeah.
Like the guy is supposed to pursue you, and the guy is not supposed to call you annoying and berate you. Like, I don't.
And if people have been telling you, like, people will notice more about this guy than you will, because you are like kind of like blinded to it because you like him. So listen to your friends.
Yeah, listen to your friends.
To your parents.
You got some good friends, girl. Advice on boys leading you on. Girl, you gotta be quicker than that. I'm just kidding. It happens to the best of us. I would honestly say, I don't even know how to give advice on this, because like,
well, if you know it, then
if you know that he's leading you on and that's why you're asking me, then don't talk to him. But it's like, how can you tell? Because people can act like they care about you and then it's like, bye.
I feel like it's when you can tell people care about you if they do something that's not beneficial to them. When it's only beneficial
if they
to
sacrifice for you.
Yeah, sacrifice is a big part of it, and selflessness.
But if you're saying that a guy is leading you on, then block him, cancel him. Thank you guys so much for watching. We have had so much fun giving you advice. Yeah, I hope some of this helped. I hope some of you who asked questions got the answers that you had been wanting or not wanting to hear, depending on if you agree or disagree with what we said. But yeah, have a great day. Subscribe to my channel. Follow me on all my social medias down below. Follow Gracie. I'll link her stuff down below. Love her so much.
Don't follow me.
That's what true friends do. No, I'm gonna link her stuff. No. Okay, bye guys.